So it's a one kind of movie. So also the Mechanas Gold was also something about the movie about something like the sun. A lot of movies. So still, and you see the good, bad, ugly. You'll see about the greenish. So in the climax, you'll see the greenish part of the. Um, so something like saying about the Mars or the Mercury. Uh, so uh, so whatever it is, um, it's like. So something like the statues chanting and just moving on. These are kind of things, and coming to our Pluto, and so the Saturn, it's like nice. So you can't tell Saturn. You just feel it. And so Saturn is of no land. It's not a land. So it's about the wind and the waves and all of the things. So. But the most of the part of Saturn in the land is considered as a Saturnic land. So then comes our so there is a lot of phases and a lot of to say it as the constellation or the like something like the formation. So like the formation of the carbon, so the skew formation and the rectangular and the quadrangular, and so the hexagonal shape of this sugars, and could say a lot about chemistry. So one such about the Saturn formation is like I mean the straight, horizontal, vertical, the flat, and a lot of things on the Saturn. And sometimes so there are specific names in the Panchangam, so Tamil Panchangam, and so the bluish color and the bluish wind. What to say about the Saturn? So the Saturn, the Sunny Graha, is considered as very important, and the Tirunallar and the space of no air, where the even aircrafts disappear in the video. So for a few distance. So it's about the Tirunallar is the sthalam of Sunny, God Sunny, and so he has a crow has his vehicle, the Vahana of Sunny, and to say it as the Saturnic place, and so even the waves are the moon phase. So Saturn is a pure blue water on the land, not on the mountains. So I was previously astonished about, and when I was climbing the mountain, in Mauritius, I think. So I'm not certain of the place, but it's like the half of the mountain and the half. So this mountain itself has only two sides. It doesn't have four sides. So we can have only two paths to and from the mountain. So one path to the mountain and one path from the mountain. So when we were half across the mountain, it was like we could find the other world. So it's about, it's not the other world, it's like the, as mentioned as the eight-way road. So when all roads lead to Rome, so uh, this path is a crack. So like it may be a black hole, it may be the moon space, or some distinguished red space. So it was like the reddish part of the Andaman. So like it's the unknown effect, the red effect. So no one has found it. So I think I'll be given some name about the reddish part. So uh, but so then you could say a lot about. So red is very difficult to find, brown is easier to find. So red is difficult to find, and also so even in the nebulas we see some part of red and the maroon. So maroon is completely red and orange, or like the brown mix. So that's all about Saturn. We just move on to Uranus. So Uranus, the goddess, and the white and the blue, the light blue of the color. So she is about something like a mountain, a piece of a cliff, or like uh, uh, um, a steep one, but a bald one. So she is not a narrow one, she is fully spread, she is a bigger one. So the earth, the structure of earth from the space might be considered an Uranus. So the bluish part along with the sea and the oceans. And so when you observe the Uranus planet in the space picture, it's about completely the light blue and the light green. So like one of the Akbar's gems, so the colorless forms. And so to say on the Uranus, so it's about something like to be known, but it was the first known one because it is mostly easier to find among the space. And so among the moon we could see the U-shaped and something like a bowl shaped moon, which exhibits colors of violet and orange, sometimes pink, this graph pink. So that is considered a Uranus. So in Shiva Purana, it is like Shiva took, so it is named as a Tiruvodu. So Shiva took the Tiruvodu and he went on begging for his marriage, or like he was cursed poor by the Muni. So Munivar has cursed Lord Shiva to go poor. So it was like the Pittukku Man Sumanda Kadai. So he went on begging, and and then finally one good person offered him food, and he got relieved of his curses. So These are something like the Uranus stories in Tamil, and a lot about. So, a girl must be Uranus, must be very calm and kind. So, one such mountain where I found in Germany, it's like the shape of the Uranus, so the filled with these marble stones. So, and so even Uranus is considered as a goddess and prayed in hilly regions, mountains, and so it's known as a Amman, and even in Kolli Hills, the Kolli Pavai was somewhat the shape of the snake and a small mother face and a nice one, and even the Uranus distance about the Neptune and the Uranus statues are there in the Belur temple. If you see in the Toon, I mean the like the, what do you say it as, it's about the pillars, and so a lot of drawings and things. Even it's considered as a very sacred one, so that even jewelry makers make mix the um, colors, bright colors into dull colors in the praise of goddess. So a lot about Uranus. So we'll move fast on to Neptune. So this Neptune, so I think I consider it as the ascending node. The Rahu is like Neptune is one of the planets, but to a difference. So there's a 9 planets in the Navagraha. So one is this Shani and Saturn, and this Shivai, and Shivai is um, considered as a Mars, and Buddhan is considered as a Mercury, and Venus is considered as Veli. Veli is considered as Venus, and then we have the Sun, the Suryan, and next we have the Rahu, the ascending node, and the Ketu, the descending node, and next we have the eighth one. It's like Sukiran. Sukiran is the belly, and previously we told about the belly, and so the eighth one is 8 and 9. We have two more. So we have the moon, the Chandran. So moon is considered as one of the planets in the ancient Indian mythology. So we have the Chandran, and one more we have that is we have this Vyalan, so the Jupiter. And so considering about the ascending and descending, so Neptune, so I just assumed it as ascending. So this Ketu previously I talked about, and is associated with the sun, and it's a purple, and purple means it's like the maroon, not the violet, it's a maroon, and so what to say about the Neptune. Still, so Uranus was the first one to be excavated and found about the space research, and the Neptune is the last one which is still under research. So besides not being a part of the research family, so now I am retired, and but still Neptune goes, only when I am retired it's like Neptune goes on along, and so a lot talked about Pluto, and so I think that's all. So more about the space I'll be still continuing, so it's like I'm very hungry, So take care. Bye.